A year ago, the Clifton lacrosse team had a season to forget. With winning only one game in 2012, the Mustangs were ready to get next season underway as soon as possible. Using that disappointing season as motivation to bounce back in 2013, head coach George Cowan knew the core group he had returning would be determined to become relevant again in Passaic County.
They're very close. I mean, these guys, we play as a team together on the field, but after school, weekends, they're always together.
Well, we got a bunch of players back that couldn't play because of injuries. But yeah, basically we just got a bunch of guys back that we've been playing together forever.
One of the key returning players for George Cowan's team was junior defenseman Brendan Schreiber. Brendan was being looked upon as the team's defensive anchor and shared the same expectations as his teammates to turn their fortune around. As Brendan was gearing up for the new season, he had received news in March about a lump he had discovered under his armpit. It came back positive for Hodgkin's disease.
At that moment, I wanted to throw up, but after that, it's kind of weird just thinking how, I have cancer. It was just kind of a weird thought.
We wanted to know about how he was feeling, and we looked it up, and we found out that it was pretty curable, and that our next question after that was, can he play?
And play he can, all the while going through chemotherapy and taking medication that would make him both sick and tired. Brendan was able to put his helmet and shoulder pads on in an effort to help his team achieve their goals. His parents wanted nothing more than normalcy for their son, and he wanted nothing more than to be on the field with his teammates.
If I didn't play lacrosse and if I didn't just do what I was normally doing, I'd be extremely bored. It'd probably make it a lot more difficult of a treatment than if I'm just out here doing whatever I normally do.
His parents, when I had spoken to them before when they mentioned everything to me about the illness and what's going to be going on, they said they want to keep it as normal as possible. And they said the one thing that he really wants is to be on the field with his friends.
So a team that was already motivated now had newfound inspiration. If the Mustangs weren't motivated enough to improve on a one-win season, they were now bonded together through the sheer will and determination of their teammate, who was still determined more than ever to go out and show that Clifton lacrosse wasn't a team to be taken lightly.
He turned to some of the guys and said, guys, I know we're going to have a great year. I know we're going to do really well. He goes, but I'm going to get sick, and it's going to get tough, and I might not be there for every game. And he kept thinking about the team first and everybody else. And that's the kind of kid he is. I mean, he always thinks of others, always putting other people first. And this time, it's our turn to pay it back to him.
Unified. That is one word to describe this year's Clifton boys lacrosse team. The purple that they wear on their equipment showing support for childhood cancer, and the shaved heads they all display so Brendan doesn't feel any different from them. All in support for their teammate who who wouldn't quit on them.
I hope that they're getting the message that's just not to give up, because you don't have to give up. I keep doing what I'm doing every day, and they should too.
He's been, amazing with the way he's been looking at everything, the way he's pushing himself, the way he continues to just strive every day, and basically not letting the things that would, I'm sure, turn a lot of people, depressed and this and that. He's not letting it put him down, and his drive and his ambition is really what people should look at and think, wow, that's something that I want to do as well. I want to put that into my life.